Okay. Hey everybody. Good morning. Now that my mic's on, we're gonna restart this nonsense. Welcome to the front, brand new early access game. We are going to be playing solo hosted mode. It's a survival crafting base building game, more in the lines of Ark Survival, Rust, Conan Exiles type of gameplay, where you get dropped on a big map. And if you're playing on a PvP server, you know, you can fight other people and level up and do things. We're going to be playing solo on a PvE version of the map. And it's a very broadly scoped project, a lot of ambition in it. There's a huge range of items and stuff and buildings and traps and weapons and vehicles and so on in the game. How much it comes together and how well it meshes and how much of that gameplay is actually in currently, we're going to find out. So I have played a little bit of it. We played a couple hours or a few hours earlier yesterday, and I decided to restart fresh. My local copy that I make to send over YouTube got corrupted somehow, so I couldn't use it. So I figured we'd just start brand new and fresh with the advanced knowledge that I've gained, and here we are. So let's go ahead and go create solo. Confirm. I'm going to delete that one. We're going to try this one more time where we put our name in and we try to get it to play nice. So save that, and it just will not do it. I don't understand why. Sometimes it will and sometimes it won't. And if I do this, it creates a generic one. And if I get rid of this, it allows me to save it, and it correctly does it. So what's the difference? I don't understand. Vormatopia. A lot of early access, you know, shenanigans. We'll say they're shenanigans. Save that, and it works properly. So, one player limit, PvE, lots of server options, all sorts of stuff. Anybody that's set up servers for other games before is somewhat familiar with this kind of a screen. You can change tons and tons of stuff to make things faster, slower, stronger, weaker. In many, many different ways. We're going to leave everything default. I don't have the faintest idea what I would change or what levels I would change it in. So for now, we'll just play as it's designed and defaulted, and we'll start there. All right, first we got to make a silly-looking person. Very little optimizations, very little choices here. So we'll pick a haircut. We'll pick a color, and that's about it. It's not too many other choices. So, yeah, no. There we go. And we will be Vorm, because Vormithrax is too long. There's a 9-character limit, and Vormithrax is 10 characters. There we go, and here we go. All right. This time, I know where I'm going, and we have audio. Eastern Shore 1 is my choice. We're going to go to this section here, even if it puts me over here, because that's what I want. All right. Where did you put me? This does not look like the right beach. I think it put me along that other edge again. Oh, not too bad. We're not too far off. Everything's just still spawning in. We'll give it a minute, and then we'll start moving around. Okay, so we have just been transported into the past, a la Terminator. We are a solo resistance fighter trying to upset the plans of some evil totalitarian slave-taking through collars that control people thing, and we're going to try to keep it from happening somehow. So that's our goal. That's why we're here. All right, let's get moving. All right, step one, because we're early in the game, we're going to go to settings and foliage quality. Turn that down to low. I've had problems with it keeping these settings or showing the options correctly as well. All right, we're getting rid of the ground clutter for a little bit, because now I can actually see the things I want to pick up. There is a lot of items, a lot of inventory. You're going to be going through massive amounts of all the stuff. So you can pick up, mine, harvest, just about everything you see. That's iron. We're grabbing sticks and shrubbery right now. I'm going to grab a bunch of it kind of while I'm talking. We're going to make our way over that direction where I'm going to set up my initial little base area. All right. Everything does regrow, respawn, unless you build on top of the location where it would normally respawn. So all of these shrubs and trees and rocks and so on are going to reappear. You're going to need them in massive quantities. Level 2 already. Look at that. Alright, I got a pretty good idea of the early game portion. One, I guess I'll call it a complaint, is that things escalate and expand incredibly rapidly. I mean, within the next 15 minutes, I'm going to have like 50 quests on the quest tracker, and I'm going to have 30 different things I can make that require 50 different items that we're going to find and harvest, and it's just, it escalates incredibly quickly into a fairly busybody, mind-numbing mess until you've played enough to kind of get used to it and understand what some stuff is. So just be prepared to be initially overwhelmed and have your brain freeze up with the amount of stuff they're asking you to try to learn and keep track of. So there should be somebody guarding this place. One person usually. We will scoop up a few things and then just keep moving. Same thing with that down there. One person. There are loot crates. They're colored with like blue tape, bright blue tape. That's the only thing you can loot at those types of locations from current experience. So when you go over there, don't bother pointing at like piles of garbage or boxes or so on. Just look for blue highlighted containers, and that's where you get loot when you go and clear a location. Level 3. We haven't done anything but chit-chat and pick up shrubbery and sticks and rocks. I don't think we have dandelions over here. I don't remember dandelions. And the loot as well respawns, the loot boxes and the NPCs that you can fight. There's also a capture and conversion system where you can temporarily disrupt the mind-controlling collars that the NPCs wear. Then you give them their favorite foods, and you'll watch a bar that'll rise as they eat their favorite food you have given them. And then once that bar reaches the top, and it will require you occasionally re-stunning them, in order to keep them in that stunned state while they eat their favorite food. You can then basically subjugate or claim them, or whatever we want to call it, and they will then be your follower. And you can either have one of them follow you around as a combat companion, or you can quote-unquote pick them up and tokenize them, put them in your inventory, and then you can assign them to workstations in your base to give you various bonuses. Which is almost exactly the same as the system in Conan Exiles. Although in that one, I think you could have more of them following you around fighting than just one. I don't remember all the details. Alright, so we got some random stuff. We're going to set up on this flat spot right here for now while we learn and figure things out. Grab a few more things here. Alright. So let's talk about the interface real quick. We got a compass indicator at the top. We can go to the map and we can set compass points by right-clicking. So I can say, all right, I want to know where that is, place it. And then we have a compass indicator saying it's that direction. You can control-click. Whoops. Come on. Control right-click to get rid of markers. Oh, I accidentally teleported myself. Damn it, I forgot about that. In single player, you can teleport yourself by control clicking. There we go. We're back on the beach. I don't know if that's going to stay in the game or what, but, you know, don't do that on accident. It's control right click, not control left click. Otherwise, you'll teleport yourself on accident. So we got that we'll get rid of. So you can drag the map around, you can add markers, remove markers, see the coordinates, etc. You can turn on and off various map features, like we have question marks that are telling us undiscovered locations, and when you discover it by going to it, it'll then turn into one of these markers for various things. It's a big map, lots of room for PvP multiplayer. And I know there's like the snow area has certain high-end metals prevalent. The southern desert has like oil and I think salt down there. And there are other ways to get those, but those are the concentrations where you can get them in the highest volume. So, you know, be careful. I'll also warn you if you do want to play the game, and I'm not telling you not to. It does seem very interesting from the limited time I've played it so far, but be aware that the co-op, PvP, any open servers, they're being pretty much bombarded by hackers that have full admin controls and will just show up invisibly, steal everything in your boxes, and then blow all your crap up. So pretty big issue. Go check in on the forums and the discords and everything just to kind of see what's going on there and whether you want to subject yourself to that. Don't know the chances you'll actually run into it or not, but it's being reported quite a bit. All right. So interface-wise, we have a quest tracker in the upper right, along with some temperature and weather information. We've got the hotbar in the middle at the bottom. We can bring up with the tab key this screen, and if you go to the help here, it will bring up this. And there's a lot of information on the left over here, including like interface, main interface, showing you this info, controls overview. No. Character controls. Here you go. So here's where you can see the various buttons you can press for character controls. You have no hotkey screen. You cannot change hotkeys, so you got to live with whatever they've got set for you currently. It's under development, and you can't actually change anything. So I still laugh that the letter B is for inventory. Nothing is using the I key for inventory or any other key for inventory other than these, but for some reason we have inventory on B. So, but you can also get to it with the tab key and just click on this. So up here, when you bring up tab or inventory or any one of these, you can change inventory, a crafting window where you can pick crafting menus, tech, which is unlocked by leveling essentially. You can see the level you need to reach in order to unlock a particular tech. So we've got the crafting table unlocked, but not actually selected yet with the little check mark. So just click on it. For this stuff, there's no payment or cost or anything. Just level up, click on it, and you have access to those recipes. Talents, this is kind of a skill system where you have to reach a certain level limit and then also have talent books available that you spend in order to buy upgrades for various skills. Physical, survival, efficiency, combat, and vehicles. So under survival, for example, lumberjack, you can increase the amount of wood you collect by 2, 4, 6, 8, or 10%. So increases each time you level that particular one up. So whole tree of that kind of stuff. The task list in more detail, where you can pick detailed information on whichever particular task you want. Squad for groups. I think it's 6-player squads is the most currently. The aforementioned map, mail system, and the help system. We'll be spending most of our time in inventory and crafting and tech, and a little bit in talents, not much in the rest. Inventory system is all slot based. There's no weight requirements or weight limitations, so you can carry 1,000,000 pounds of stone or logs or helicopters or people or whatever, as long as you have slots available. If you scroll down, you'll see lock icons for slots. By equipping certain equipment, you'll get extra slots unlocked, so pouches and pockets and backpacks and so on. You'll free up more of these so you can carry more slots worth of stuff, but weight is not a thing. You're protected, novice protection, until you hit level 11. So 1 through 10, upon death, you revive on the spot, remains in effect. As soon as you hit level 11, you lose the newbie protection. Yeah, so that's kind of the interface. And these are your equipped items. So helmet, chest, gloves, feet, backpack, etc. And you can see a detail screen here if you click on this little button for specific information on various values. Okay, so quest tracker. We're just going to craft some things. Give me an axe, craft. Give me a stone axe, craft. Give me a bonfire, craft. Give me a flag, craft. Give me a sleeping bag, and give me 20 of the rope. Or yeah, the rope. All right, so we're going to queue up a bunch of stuff. I think it's 5 or 6 items you can queue up. If you right-click on an item, it'll cancel any extra items on it. It has to finish out the current craft. But if you said, like, to make 20 of these, and I right-clicked on it, it would get rid of 19 of them, assuming it had started those. So I could cancel the whole stack because it hasn't started any there. As with a lot of these games, ABC, always be crafting. If you watch my screen, down at the kind of this area right here in the bottom middle, you'll see little numbers appearing, like 0.72 kind of floating up. That is XP I'm gaining from crafting rope. So I could be mining while crafting rope while standing next to my workbenches, and I would be getting XP from all three activities simultaneously. I don't know the range on crafting bench XP. You do have to be somewhat close to the benches in order to get the XP off of them. But just be aware, you always want to be crafting something. And rope is a good choice because you need lots of it. So just if you're not doing anything else in your crafting window, always be crafting rope or something. You'll level up way faster if you're constantly busy. So Quest Tracker now wants me to place the sleeping bag. So sure, that's under what, 7? So there we go. You cannot move items. So once it's down, you've got to destroy it if you want to move it. So we're going to go ahead and destroy this. I'll make a new one when we get the spot down that I actually care about. What else? Place a wood foundation. Let's unlock some groups here. So tech, weapons, unlock the spear, unlock the bow, unlock the knife, foundations and doors and floors and boxes, clothing. Nothing there yet, and nothing there yet. All right, so we've unlocked a bunch of stuff. Let's now... Oh yeah, you've got food and water. You can drink the water from the ocean or sea or lake or whatever that is. They call it a sea, but it's fresh water, so you can drink it. You can set up fish traps on the shore to get you some fish for cooking. Grilled fish is a really good food. It gives you a bonus, so I recommend. You'll see spoilage timers on food, so it's going to go bad, but it goes bad one item at a time. So when that 30 minutes is up, only one of this is going to go bad, I believe. I think that's the way it works on a bunch of the items that have spoilage timers. All right, let's move this stuff, and we're going to chop some trees down to make some room. You'll see I'm getting XP as I swing, and we're also getting we're getting wood as we harvest as well. So you get partial returns. 7 swings or 7 whacks with a pickaxe with the stone tools. When you move to iron tools, it becomes 5 swings, and you get more raw material out of it, as well as it being faster via the less number of swings. So upgrading tools, as always, is a good plan. You can replace the tools when they go to 0 durability. That's essentially what you're doing, because the repair cost is the same as the replacement cost, from what I've seen. I don't know if that changes later. Alright, big enough space to get us started. So let's go structures, foundations. Just give me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 3 by 3. Let's do 9 for now. Keep chopping while those get crafted. Let's actually go grab some stone. And let's leave the iron for now. All right. Have another berry. So, a lot of the things you'll place down structure-wise, you can right-click and you can choose options from. Like if you wanted a wall with a door in it, you would get a wall section, hold it where you want it, right-click, get a radial menu, and then you'd be able to pick a wall section with a door, a wall section with a window slot, etc. You can also choose kind of the height of the positioning. So I'm going to put this up a little bit because otherwise we get grass. When I turn the foliage, ground clutter back on, we'll get grass through the floor. So let's build it up slightly. Once the first one's built, the other ones will snap too at the same height. So you'll notice a reddish color to the wood. That is temporary, showing that it's got low durability or damage. And if we... let's finish putting these in. Alright, if we point at it and we hit H to show attributes, you can see the current durability bar is increasing. As it gets closer to the top, it's going to fade into its proper coloration. So you can see over there, the first ones I put down, the color differential. So the red is just an indicator that there's damage to make you pay attention so you can repair it. That one's most of the way to being fully repaired. Alright, so we've got that down. Let's get a territory flag placed. So this is the first and smallest of the flags, 25-meter radius, marks it as your territory. Place materials inside to maintain nearby structures. So it auto-repairs things within the radius, as long as you provide it with some basics. Actually, this one I don't think you need supplies. Provides no supplies or PvP protection. Alright, so we're going to... Nope, we're going to cancel that. And, oh, damn it, I can't cancel it. We already had one. Oh, well. 4... Got to place it on the ground. Let's place it over here for now. Alright, so we have a territory flag. We can see the territory marker. What's next? Bonfire. We have a bonfire. Bonfire we'll put right there. And this is kind of a typical inventory system for a workbench. Fire is basically a workbench. So all the workbenches have their own input inventory slots. So anything you're going to want to use to make in the fire, you're going to want to put in here. So fish to cook or meat or vegetables or whatever. You would first move into here, and that's going to then allow you to do this. So I need to have some meat in these slots, have some wood and have it active, and then I would be able to actually craft the roasted meat. So we're going to go ahead and stop that for the moment. We don't have any meat. Yep, our next quest is cooked meat. Craft a spear. Let's go ahead and do that. Weapons, wood spear, craft. We're also going to craft the bow while we're here. And the knife and the sickle. Only one sickle, please. And the stone shovel. And 85. You get 2 arrows for every craft, and it doesn't tell you that. And that's the similar on a number of things for ammo. So just be aware. Let's do 30 arrows. That'll give us 60 total. Alright, so that stuff will be crafting. I don't need this territory flag anymore. So we'll drop it. Disappears in 5 minutes. That's fine. Level 7. Alright, craft a crafting table. So structures. We got the wood box for storage. Do that in a second. Oh, I don't have it unlocked yet. Yes, I do have it unlocked. All right. Where are you, crafting table? And craft some tape at the table. Then we're going to do some walls and frames and doors. Let's do the box while we're here. All right, let's go chop some more wood while we wait for some of our crafting queue to get done. You can turn off the task tracker on the right. It's kind of obscuring what resources I am gaining and losing. But you have to do it through the settings menu and turn it off entirely. There's not a hotkey to turn it on and off that I've been able to find. Okay, just about done with everything. Number 4. Oh, let's slot you in over here for now. I don't want to do too many things because we're going to advance so fast. We're just going to instantly replace a lot of this stuff. Let's put the wood box actually by the fire. And I'll just toss a lot of random foodstuffs in there we're picking up. Keep everything else. So you can transfer inventory around between things in a few ways. If you just right-click on it, the whole stack gets sent over. If you right-click and drag, it'll bring up a split option, and it'll automatically have selected the midpoint, so it sends half over. But you can change this either with these or by highlighting and typing in whatever amount you want. And then if you want a single thing, you want to click the middle mouse button and drag, and it'll do just a single one. So, various ways. Alright, we're going to keep the raw materials I'm building with. We've got our 60 arrows. Let's move you over. We'll keep mostly tools on our bar here. Alright, we need rabbits. We got rabbits over there. Let's go kill some rabbits real quick so we can get this meat going. Oh, the NPC's out and about. I don't think I've unlocked what I need to in order to recruit them as a follower. I'll probably wait until they repopulate. There's one over there we'll go to as well. But let's go ahead and get us a rabbit. And we'll use the knife to get better returns. So there is arrow drop. Oh, right over his hairline. Whoa, that was way outside my range reticle. Alright, so you get loot bags. We got some stone, some sugar cane, some talent books, and some ether shards. This is kind of the primary currency for unlocking things and for powering things. Alright, that should be the only guy over here, I believe. No, he doesn't. He looks like Vormithrax. That's a lifelike portrait of Vormithrax. What are you talking about? That's spot on, man. So, this is what I mean by the blue highlighted loot containers. Not loot. Not loot, not loot, not loot, not loot. Loot. We got some bananas. Another ether shard. Yay us. Alright, that's all we're going to get out of there for a little bit. Where's another bunny rabbit? I wanted a couple of bunny rabbits. I thought I saw a couple of them. Oh, there's another one. Come here, bunny rabbit. You are level 9. Ooh, you're a big, strong bunny rabbit. Oh yeah, always be crafting. Alright, we've got a shovel now. Let's go ahead and grab this oil. We can get it in our inventory. I think I have a, yep, collect crude oil on a quest tracker over there. We'll need 2 of these to get enough to satisfy the quest. Yeah, supposedly the sickle's better at doing that stuff, but so far, at least with the stone and the iron, I haven't noticed much difference. But they do have upgrade abilities. You can craft and attach upgrades equipment on them. So I assume that or later crops that you grow is where the sickle really comes into play. Otherwise, picking it up with my hand versus using the sickle on it doesn't really seem to matter. I've looked at the numbers twice now, and they're exactly the same. And it's faster just to pick stuff up. Alright, there's a second oil. We'll go grab that. Level 9. Then we'll head back to our little base area. We're rapidly expanding our quest tracker list. It's supposed to only show 3, but for some reason it keeps growing and growing and growing. If you reload, it goes back to only showing 3 at a time. So, you know, I wasn't close enough. We weren't actually doing anything. Alright, so we've completed the oil collection one. Okay, we're going to need to start picking up some iron here pretty soon. Because I want to unlock my way to iron tools, and also I'm going to try to beeline my way high enough level and unlock to the shotgun, and then we're going to start doing some tower defense, base combat for XP and resources way faster than I did previously. So we're going to need some iron, we're going to need some lead, I'm going to need to set some things up, we're going to need a lot of stone, because we don't have easy access to salt. And we can run stone through our forges to generate salt, as well as other raw materials. So let's just keep mining and grabbing stuff, build up a big stockpile, and then we can just blitzkrieg through a bunch of unlocks and tech progression. Get pretty good numbers mining. The XP that's flashing up and floating in the bottom, kind of middle right next to the berries there. Those are pretty big numbers compared to a lot of the activities. So mining looks like a pretty lucrative way of just gaining raw XP. I'll work my way back towards base. Uh-oh, I built a couple things too early apparently, because it still says craft a stone shovel even though I've done that. Apparently I did it before. I don't know how I would have done it before the quest tracker had it, since I had to have unlocked the shovel. Which I think should have put it on the quest tracker. Whatever. We'll make and get rid of this one that we've used slightly. Always be crafting. More rope, please. 40 more is fine. Whoops. Okay, let's get some stuff done back at base. Get a few of these quest tracker things done. So, we got the crafting table down. They wanted me to make tape. We can do that. So, we go in here for tape. We need to have fiber and plant mucus over in this section. So, plant mucus and fiber. Now we can make tape. Oh, give me 15 for now. So, as it makes the tape, you'll see my XP information is ticking up. Well, we got a quest bonus for making the tape. So 1.58 per piece of tape because I'm in proximity to that. Plus we're making this. I think this is partly where we're getting XP. So tape will be done fairly quickly. What else is on our list? Cook the meat. I have just enough bunny meat, I believe. We have bunny meat. Activate the fire, choose that recipe, and cook. That gets us 6, which is enough. Then they want us to craft 4 walls. Alright, we can... Oh, yeah, we lost our novice protection. That's okay. Walls. Give me 4 walls. Then they want me to place the window, wood window, door frame, and craft the door. We need to craft the door separately. And wood window. All right, so we have some roasted meat giving 30 fullness. Got some tape. Give me my materials back for now. Let's give and we'll give 30. I'm going to use the inventory of this for food items for now. That's about it. And we'll use the box for random stuff. Like, I'll keep the ether shards, but I don't need the oil. I don't need the bones. Sort this mess. I don't need nuts. Most of this I do need. Alright, we'll keep the rest of that for now. Hydration and food. Alright, fine. Give me that. Alright, we ate our bunny meat. I'm going to run down to the water and get some drinks, some hydration. Do that while we finish crafting some things. Oh, do I have fish traps unlocked yet? We should. Furnace, chemist bench. There are a lot of benches. Oh, I should mention some other things. I'm just going to quickly unlock this without talking much about it. It's more progression stuff that we'll get to. The space-time beacon. Fish baskets. Grilled fish. Alright, we've unlocked... There. Everything we have access to via our level is now unlocked, which is a lot. Before we go down there, let's make some fish baskets. Give me, yeah, 4 I think will be enough for now. Alright, some other things I want to mention for people that are new to the game. If you're playing single player solo like I am, if you open the map and you control left click, you'll teleport yourself. You can go anywhere on the map you want. I mean, use it, don't use it. I don't know if it's intentional or what, but you can teleport yourself by control left clicking. These are all admin type of things that I'm talking about right now. So there's teleporting on the map. If you do capital G, Shift G, like golf, you can bring up the GM tool map or menu. And you can give yourself invincibility, do one-hit kills, give yourself flight, infinite stamina, all sorts of stuff in here you can do to cheat mode or GM mode. You can go to items and see all the items in the game and give yourself 1 or 100 of each of them. It's a pretty big list, but considering some of the things you'll see on this list, like helicopters and APCs and gunships and rocket launchers and missile launchers and propellers and so on, I don't think there's enough items on that list to fully incorporate the spread between stone tools and helicopters. But whatever, I haven't played through the content, so I'll reserve that judgment, but just be aware, you can come in here and give yourself anything you want. You can also search for things, so if you want to be able to see for a while, see further, you can give yourself some binoculars, for example, and be able to take a look at things at a distance if you want to just kind of look around. These bottom 3 don't do anything currently, just the top 2. Next up, if you hit the tilde key, very bottom left over here, you get this little command interface where you can type in console commands. Two in particular I want to mention. If you type save or save world, you'll see save world right there, and you can just arrow up to select it, or you can type save world. When you pick that, it will force an immediate world save. If you don't do that, the saves only happen on a timed basis, which you set in your world setup initially. It's set by default to 5 minutes or 300 seconds. So if you exit the world by hitting escape and exit game or back to menu, it does not save your progress. So if you just had to save a few seconds before, or if you had an autosave occur like 4 minutes previously, and then you did a bunch of important stuff, and then you exited, you would lose that 4 minutes of important stuff. So be aware that backing out or exiting the world does not save your progress or your state. So force saves using the tilde save world command if you want to save your exact position, then exit out of the game. The other one is pause. So if you do tilde and then say pause, you'll notice my hands have stopped moving. I've actually completely lost control of the game world. I have to Alt-Tab to get my mouse back. But it pauses the world entirely. Now, what's weird, I find, is that food will still show countdown timers because it's in real-world time, not in game time. So that kind of decay will still occur, but you still have access to the tilde command. Just unpause by typing pause again, and you're back in control. So if you need to step away from the computer, you can't just hit escape because you're actually playing on a server, and people familiar with this kind of stuff will understand what I'm talking about. But time still passes when you're in this escape menu. So just be careful if you're playing solo. You won't have these controls if you're playing on somebody else's server. But if you're playing on your own world and server and you don't want your character to die while you go answer the phone or whatever, just use tilde and type pause. All right, so there you go. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going down here. I got distracted by educational opportunities. I was going to put fish traps and drink some water. So this is a freshwater sea, apparently. So just step down there, point down, and hold down the F key to drink. And it will not necessarily fill you up entirely. I've been low on hydration, and it only filled me up about 3/4 of the way. All right, so then we need to get some fish traps on our hotbar. 8 key, and just put it shallow, and when it turns blue, it's a valid location. So we'll just kind of dot the shoreline here with some fish traps. That'll be enough. It's on a timer. You don't need to worry about baiting them or anything like that. Just come back in a little while, and when you press the F key to open their inventory, it'll have fish and some shrimp and sand usually. And that's all I've seen so far in this. But the fish you can then cook on the campfire to get grilled fish, which is good food and gives you some bonuses. All right, let's get back and do some more of these tasks, get some more levels. All right, so they want me to place my walls and frames and stuff. Let's go ahead and get these in my inventory. And that one. So if we pick a frame, pick a frame option. Have it face outward. Now if we right click and hold, we bring up the radial menu, and this is where you can pick whether you want the wall section to have a window slot, a door slot, etc. So we're going to pick actually just a regular wall for this position. This one we'll go ahead and put a door slot in, and I think this one we'll put a window slot in. Then another door slot. And amount of frame or wall frames. You can do larger ones like 2x2s, but be aware they're too tall as well as too wide. So, and there are reasons why you want to build higher, because some machinery later, I think, is going to require more height than a single frame will do. Let's do some more walls. Give me 6 more. All right, so we have door slots. If I just press 7 where I built a door, you can just click on it and put it in. Give me a few more doors as well. We'll do a door in each wall. So 3 more doors. And, sure, 3 more windows. We'll keep it kind of small initially. I wish you could move things, but you can't. You got to blow them up and then replace them. You can replace existing things, I've learned. So if I have a wood foundation here, and I later, like through loot, when I loot a box, if I get like a stone foundation upgrade, you just put the stone foundation in your hotbar, select it, and then when you point where you want it to go, press the X key, and you can just replace in sight the other version. So it'll just auto-replace the wood with whatever the upgraded version you're using is. I haven't actually done it yet myself, but, you know, we'll get that opportunity, and we'll check that out here in a bit. All right, still making walls, are we? No problem. Let's get our walls up. So we're going to put... Actually, I want that one to have a window, but too late now. Get a wall in over here. Wall in... No, we'll put a window there. Do a wall here and a wall there. And a window... Whoops. A window version here. Door version here. Door version there. And I'm out again. I ran out again. Alright, window slots. Fill in the windows. Oh, I need my walls so I can get the last couple of windows in. Oops, see, I wanted a window there. Now I have no choice but to destroy this. Actually, can you replace on site with the same material? Maybe I can do the same thing with the X key instead of blowing that up. I haven't actually tried it. Structure, oops, we're out of wood. I'm gonna go chop some more trees. So if you break the tool, just click on it in your inventory screen, and then you have an R for repair option here. I haven't seen a way to do it without coming into this screen first. And it basically replaces it with a brand new copy. Repair cost the same as the replace cost as far as I can tell. I haven't seen a difference in the number of swings it takes to chop down any particular tree. So far it's been 7 for every version I've seen, whether they're thinner or thicker. I don't know if that changes at any point or in any terrain. Maybe there's bigger trees elsewhere. Whoops. I don't have enough fiber to always be crafting right now. We've pulled all the bushes unless I go uphill. Alright, let's go back. I just want to finish up this little section. Alright, so the question was, can I replace that with a window wall? So I want to know if we craft... And then we'll select it, we'll hit X, and we'll see if we can replace. Alright, so 7. I press X, and then go to Window. X. Well, it looked like it was going to do it at first. And it's not attaching now. No. I don't think it'll let me do it with the same type, so we'll have to blow it up. All right, one more wall section. Oh, I do have fiber. Should be crafting rope. Sometimes you get different numbers because you're crafting at the same time as you're harvesting, so it's kind of adding the two together within a certain period of time before it fades out. So like the crafting here, I'm getting 0.72 every time. If I go harvest something simultaneously, we might get a doubling up. So like if I'm grabbing these things, depending on timing. Yeah, 1.2. So I think that's what's happening when you're seeing different numbers, is that I'm getting XP from different sources, and within a certain window of time, it's adding those numbers together. You know, or something else is going on. I guess I could have put another window in there. Oh well. Alright, let's drop some things, maybe? I don't need sand. I don't want the books right now. I'm gonna keep the rest, I think. Alright, so we got some more unlocks apparently. Tech. Nothing here. Nothing. Oh, we got the quiver. Efficient skinning we got. Got all those. Thermal lining. And rain collector. Alright. Equip some armor. Equip wood topwear. Equip wood pants. So if we go in here and we go to gear, we have bark armor basically. I'm gonna need lots of wood, rope, and a little bit of tape. We've got enough tape. I'm crafting and we have enough rope. So we'll just queue this up. 5 more seconds for that. So 1, 1, 1, 1. And as soon as the rope's done, we'll have another slot. We'll get the shock absorber done. We'll get the single pouch done. Yep, no slots. So you have 6 crafting slots, at least at the early part. Okay, and then if you go to your inventory B screen, you can right-click to equip the bark armor. Wood armor. Sure, it doesn't weigh anything. Good thing there's no weights in the game that they bothered to try to balance. Okay, so we're equipping all that. Then they want me to do a barrier and a gate. I'm not actually going to do the barrier and the gate. The gate is broken currently, and it can't be closed or destroyed after you make it and open it. So we're going to go to the task list, and we're going to say that one. Yeah, we're going to turn off tracking of that particular one. Get it off my list. Shock absorption module. Yeah, we built the shock absorber. We're just going to get it equipped here in a second. Crafting right now. All right, that's all the armor. And then we're making an upgrade module. So when it finishes, we have it in inventory. Notice it has little gear icons to indicate it's an upgrade. So if we click on our footwear, we can then slot it in, and that saves us 10% stamina when jumping. So that one's done. Craft a shovel. We've already done that once, but sure, let's craft another shovel. Stone furnace and smelt iron ingots. So we'll do that next. Structure. Actually, is it one of the structures? It is not. I think it's in basic. Nope, not there either. Is it in the workbench? You got to know where things are at. Yep, stone furnace. All right, so I need to insert stone and fiber into this inventory section. So stone and fiber. Now we have access to the furnace. Let's do just 2. Yeah, we'll keep it to 2 for now. All right, give me 2 furnaces. We got the fish baskets done. We've got to go collect our fish and cook them to get the cooked grilled fish one complete. Not sure there'll be enough over there quite yet. Let's get these furnaces down and processing before that. We're going to need more wood to power our furnaces. So let's pop outside. We'll run uphill and grab some fiber and chop some trees. Get things caught up again. We should be able to get to iron here pretty quick. We'll get the furnaces down, and I'll start chopping iron nodes so we're ready. We'll switch to iron tools as quickly as possible. Alright, what is that symbol that just appeared above my hit point bar and now it disappeared? Huh, wonder what that was. Part of a chopping process, or did something else happen that I wasn't watching? Nope, not there. Alright, always be crafting. We got 127, do we? More rope, please. Just make it all. Give me all the rope. I want my XP. Oh, we broke our pickaxe. And the pickaxe is trapped behind the rope crafting. Cancel. Restart. Level 13, more stuff unlocked. More quest tracker items.